Hello Magic Souls, welcome back on Magic Raver Tarot channel. For those of you who are new here, you are welcome to watch this reading, and for those who returned, this reading, it's going to be an intuitive reading, and we're gonna find out today, we're gonna do some channeled messages from your person. So we do have for pile number 1, this beautiful zebra Jaspis. And it looks like this. All right. For pile number 2, we have Sodalite blue crystal. And for pile number 3, we have the pink quartz. All right. So I'm going to pick up one oracle card for each pile in part. For pile number 1, okay, we have the gift, right? For pile number 2, we do have the journey, all right, and for pile number 3, we have secrets. All right, so we do have one oracle card for each pile in part, and now we will going to take each pile in part, and this reading it's gonna be a little bit different. So if I make breaks, pauses, is because I am doing intuitively, and I'm channeling. It's not just reading tarot, but it's also channeling. So I couldn't wait to do this. I feel the urge to do this, so I hope you will enjoy it, and the messages that will arrive at you will help you as well. So let's go directly to pile number 1. All right, pile number 1, you choose this gift card, the oracle card. And because you choose this oracle card with the zebra Jaspis crystal, that tells me that you are waiting for these messages to arrive at you with so much excitement and curiosity. And those messages indeed from the spirit, they are coming like a gift towards you. Exactly like this woman who is holding this package into her hands, and she's excited and she feels like she's curious. Exactly that excitement that we all feel before we open the present. And there is this magical space between dreams and truth. And the gift from here, the spirit reminds you that these moments could be quite very special for you, and that those messages really needed to arrive at you. So I'm quite honored that I am able to do that. While I will shuffle the cards, I won't just read tarot, I will also channel. So I'm connecting with the spirit guides of that person, with together with my spirit guides as well, and from the universe and from the spirit, I will try to channel and bring those messages with accuracy towards you. So if I am taking little breaks between shuffling, it's because I am tapping into the energy as well, and I hope that you will enjoy this as well, and it will bring really comfort and healing as well. So let's start. For pile number 1, channeled messages from your person. So if I start talking, I will be talking like that person is talking to you. I want you to know that I am in despair right now. And I lost all my faith and hope. I feel very sad, and I feel like I've lost all my luck from my life once that you were gone. I want you also to know that I do feel sometimes that I want to act towards you, and I feel so much passion towards you. I do try to find within myself the willpower and the drive and the ambition to contact you, to be able to show you how much I desire you and how much I want you in my life. I also feel like this energy that comes towards me, where I do feel inspired to look after you and to find you and start something new together with you. But I do also feel that for that to happen, it requires from my part to be able to break free from this heartbreak that I'm feeling right now. I do suffer. I want you to know that I do suffer a lot, and I feel like I'm in grief from this separation. It makes me feel so sad, and I feel so upset. It really traumatized me so much, this loss that I'm having, and sometimes I do think about you. I feel like I'm crying. I did a depression as well, and all of those feelings makes me feel like even if you and me, when we were together, it was quite very good. The dynamic was unhealthy for both of us. And I also feel like I acted towards you cruel, and I felt so weak. And perhaps sometimes when we were communicating, the way how I was talking with you was so irrational. And perhaps I even acted like I gave you the feeling that I am dishonest with you also. And sometimes when I'm thinking upon you and I'm searching you, I do sometimes watch you from afar, because I don't have the courage to get out of this space that I am right now mentally. And I also do see you that you get along by yourself quite good, that it's what I feel, and that you are much better than me. And I'm trying to gain my strength to become independent as well, and to be able to offer this security that I was craving for. I'm trying to put the effort to have success now in my life. But I do also feel that the connection that we had, this separation that we've been through, it was like a necessary transition. And I know that I had to go and I had to move and I had to leave everything behind. And I am aware of this distance between me and you. And I'm trying to accept the lessons as well, especially from our relationship. I also sometimes miss a lot the moments when we were spending together and we were talking so much, and I felt like you understand me so good and I can understand you as well. And we were offering to each other advices. And I feel like you are thinking about those moments as well. I feel you so close sometimes. I want you also to know that for me it's quite very important that you acknowledge that I have been in those moments quite very stubborn. My mind was so rigid, and all the time, if I gave you signs that I am in a defense mode, and I refuse to compromise, to make some compromises in our connection, I am so sorry that I really gave up earlier, but that it's because I felt so exhausted. and I was making myself crazy ideas and question the motivations, if I am worthy of you as well. And I also feel sometimes that I don't have the courage when I'm searching for you, and sometimes I'm looking on the social media to see you. But I lack this courage, I lack this ambition right now to be able to behave in a much better way towards you, because I know that I was so impulsive and chaotic, and I do acknowledge now that I was angry towards you, and I was passive, and I lacked also self-control, and perhaps I have been too dominant towards you as well. I do miss our time together. I miss the moments when we were putting together effort to make this last. And I also think sometimes about our reunions with our friends, with our family. And even if I do meet my family and my friends, I do miss you. It's like something is missing out there. And now I'm so conflicted. I'm thinking so much about you. You are so much in my head. And I can't decide. I feel like even this separation has been a difficult choice for me. And now I'm stuck in the middle. I'm still in some sort of denial because I feel that I don't know so much about you anymore. And whatever I choose to do, I feel stuck. And it seems that anything comes good out of it. To me, it's such a difficult thing to be able to sit in this space even mentally. And sometimes I do want to find the strength within myself to see everything clearly. And I'm trying to break through this situation right now and concentrate and envision somehow a way to be able to communicate with you and tell you the truth. I changed my life. I changed the way how I used to work and all my environment. But I feel so apathic right now and discontent because I feel unfulfilled without you in my life. Many times I am melancholic and I am like disconnected from the other people, and I feel so indifferent towards the others because all the time when I'm sitting with myself, I'm thinking about all of those emotions that are overflowing, all of those feelings, the relationship that we had. And I feel so much love towards you. I'm thinking about our partnership, about the way how we used to be united. And I do know that perhaps it should have been a proposal there. I acknowledge and recognize the connection between each other. And I felt when I was with you that we became one. I feel so attracted towards you still. And the bond that we had, it was so unique. And I feel towards you a deep respect. I acknowledge and I recognize you that you are the love of my life and you are the one and only. I do want to tell you so much that I love you. And I want so much to be together with you again. And I also am aware that I do have to make a choice as soon as possible. I do feel that this separation between each other made me feel like all my dreams collapsed. And I can't even think about anything else anymore. I don't have purpose anymore, and I'm so confused. I'm trying right now, while you are gone, to distract myself with other hobbies and try to see clear everything. So I'm trying to make some healthy choices right now in my life. I also want to tell you so much that I did some positive changes already. And I'm trying to recover from this loss. I do want you to forgive me. And sometimes I wish we could welcome each other with open arms and recover and perhaps return to each other. I do acknowledge that has been fights between each other. And I also know that perhaps I appear to you arrogant or too dominant, like I knew it all, but actually I knew not so much. I was scared. I also feel that sometimes it's quite very important, even if we are good for each other, to pay attention to not create a toxic dynamic between each other. And I knew that because of the conflicts that we had, I mostly searched to win at all costs some conversation that we had. And perhaps because of those arguments that we had and disputes, I made you feel intimidated. And now I feel like I am the one who is in a hostile place and I feel so stressed. It was so much stress between each other. Sometimes I am looking after you and I search you. I want to see what you are doing from afar. Sometimes I'm looking on the social media and I'm trying to have patience. I do work hard right now, but I feel like this connection between each other, everything is delayed. And I do want so much to see results. I growed a lot lately. And I'm planning with patience to be able to manifest you. But I feel like everything is suppressed. And I'm trying to find a way to not bring you any more illusions and deceptions between each other. I also want you to know that sometimes when I'm laying down and I'm by myself, I remember the moments when we were so exhausted or when we were stressed. And I felt like we had too many responsibilities at that time. And I do want you to know that I asked for help even. And I felt like I had so many obligations from many parts and so many duties. So I burned out and I break down. And even now when we are separated, I still struggle with some things. I do want you to understand that I feel insecure and I have been immature emotionally. And that's why perhaps we broke up. I do realize and I see clearly now that I was living in an illusion where I thought that I'm not codependent, but I do have this issue, and I know that I disappointed you. I'm also quite very vulnerable emotionally, and I neglected my inner child, and I felt so insecure. And I know that that brought between each other a toxic dynamic, and that it's not your fault for this. I do realize now, and I see very clearly that I have addictions that I need to fix, and I'm trying to ask help for that. Sometimes I obsessed about each other, and I'm thinking about what I could have done wrong or what I could have done right. But this dependency, it's a pattern that I carry within me since long. And now I'm in a place where I'm trying to plan and discover how to start it over, how to move forward from this place and make a decision. And I do my best to leave this comfort zone that I was used to for so many years and take the risk and wait for the results. But I also want you to understand that at this point right now, I do have so much nightmares and anxiety because I have been so traumatized, and I feel sometimes hopeless and depressed, and I'm afraid. I isolated myself, and I'm going through a grief and despair right now. Mostly, I am scared that because of my consequences and my behavior, because of my behavior and my thoughts and the way how I talk to you, now I'm paying a huge karma debt, even losing you. I feel like I haven't been fair with you yet. I haven't been honest fully with you. And that karma got me. And now I do see clearly all of this. I also realize that maybe I appear to you cold or too rigid or logic and dishonest without compassion and perhaps cruel, but that is because of my pessimist point of view that I am fighting with, this toxic behavior of mine. And I also have issues, and I know that I disappointed you. But I do lack a plan of how to be able to fix all of those things that I am fighting with. And I do hope that there will be a new beginning between each other. And that I will be able to offer you this abundance that you deserve it. And I do pray for an opportunity to be able to manifest you again in my life and come in your life from a place of security and more stable. I do want to be able to be that partner for you that you deserve, the one who is in control of their own emotions. And I do want to protect you so much, and I want to offer you stability because I do know that you deserve that. I know that has been family disputes between each other and this conflict where everything was unstable. And now I feel so lonely without you. I am not able to move forward at this moment. And it's like I can't adapt to the new life that I'm having because I feel like something is missing. Everything changed, and I'm trying like to put one foot in front of the other to be able to get used with those changes that I'm going through right now. I feel like I live in the past and I keep thinking about each other. And I feel so stuck. But I do try to regain my independence. And also, even if I appear to you that I am in a defensive mode and that I maintain control at surface, or that I defend my boundaries and stand up for myself, it's just I'm trying to protect myself, and I'm trying to protect you as well from all of this toxicity that could raise. So I'm focusing on myself right now. And I do hope, I am thinking to have a new start, to recover. I do want you so much to forgive me. I'm trying to survive and I'm healing. I feel like all of those lessons has been learned and I'm doing improvements right now. I want to be able to be that partner for you who is powerful and who offers you security, who can bring a lot of abundance in your life. And mostly important, to be able to protect you and be a good provider for you. I do know that you deserve that. And I want you to see inside of me those qualities also, that they are there. And because of this lack of self-esteem and immaturity, emotional immaturity. I'm working on myself to become this partner that you truly deserve, to be able to be reliable for you. But at this moment, I really cannot move on. I don't know how to move on. I have no direction and no control at this moment. I did some improvements, but I feel like it's not enough. And now I try to find the middle path, to stay calm, to find the peace and be patient so I could manifest you again. This negative pattern that I'm dealing with and addiction, it's because I was and I'm still afraid of changes in my life. And I feel right now that I really have a bad luck because of what happened. And that I don't have a good chance right now to be able to make it up to you. But I do want you to know that I did my best and I will do my best in the future to be able to take care. I do see all the progress that you are doing right now, and I am so proud of you. I do know as well that with patience, with hard work, and with responsibility, I will be able to be reliable and committed towards you. But it requires so much patience because I don't want to mess it up. Now I feel like my whole life it's in chaos, and I do feel quite traumatized from what happened, and I'm trying to heal. I know that it brought a distraction and it happened suddenly, all of this, but I'm looking towards a new beginning between each other. I do want you to forgive me, and I want you to know that I love you. Right now I am feeling like I'm going through a shadow work where I have to heal and I have to deal with all of my shadow aspects. That I feel so weak sometimes. I don't have enough power and strength. And I know that I had an avoidance behavior and I ran away from this connection. I also feel that I was immature and irresponsible, and now I procrastinate, and I missed my chance with you because of this lack of commitment. I was so foolish. Wow. All right, so those were my channeled messages for pile number 1, and I am really curious about the comments for this reading, especially. It's first time when I'm doing a recorded video with channeled messages. So if you enjoyed this reading, press like and subscribe for future readings, and leave a comment as well in the comment section. So that was all, pile number 1. Take care of you, and I hope that the messages arrive at you with accuracy like a gift. Hey, pile number 2, you choose this beautiful Sodalite blue, and it looks like this. All right, and you choose the oracle card, the journey. As well, it represents curiosity, but also appreciation. And we see this young girl riding this deer, and both the girl and the deer are having fun, and they are playful and curious. So I do feel here from your person that probably both of you got so caught up in the destination that you both forgot to appreciate the journey by itself. And maybe they feel that they neglected the little things on the path, like the small details that was in your relationship, but quite so important. And perhaps this connection was based on unconditional love, and now they feel like they are missing you, especially on their precious moments. So they may have been also a very, very good friend, which was to you, for them, you were not just a lover, but also a very good friend who could offer them a different point of view and help them really see departure. So that's quite interesting. And now this reading, it's going to be not just a tarot reading, but it's going to be channeled messages from your person. And if I take some breaks where I shuffle the cards, it's because I am really tapping into their energy, and I really try to bring, with the help of my spirit guides, with the help of their spirit guides and the highest spirit from the universe, to bring you those messages with accuracy. So let's see. For pile number 2. So I will be starting talking like this person is talking to you, all right? I do know that I had a hot temper when it came about us, our relationship. And I feel right now so much passion. I am a passionate person. And I do want to act towards you. I am aware of the danger that could lead to the fact that I have now the courage to act towards each other. I also searched answers with tarot by myself as well. And I asked people who are really quite intuitive, who could give me good advices, how to approach you and how to act towards you. I feel very much passion, and I feel inspired by you. I did also a lot of progress lately. I do want you to know that I was able to search within myself and look for a solution from the elders, from the wise people, to help me to really get out of that state of mind where I felt myself blocked. I couldn't see a solution at that time, and I'm really, really sorry. But now I feel like I released some of my pain and I took control over my life, and I'm trying to survive, and I do my best to face the fears that I was dealing with. I feel suddenly empowered, and I try to surrender to the universe and accept myself, accept this journey that we've been through together. I as well want you to know very much that I am trying to do a lot of things right now, and I am not afraid anymore. I feel more courageous and I have more energy. I do find you quite very charming as well. And I feel so much passion towards you. I feel like I want to do so many things together with you. But I also, as well, I feel like I can't decide because I need to make a difficult choice. And I'm stuck in the middle. It's like I don't know so much about what is going on between each other. And I do know that I had to take a difficult decision at that time. And now I find myself in the same place mentally. I as well want you to know that I'm facing a lot of my shadows. And I dream you very much. I'm trying to focus on things that I have to do, but I feel sometimes so confused when it comes about our connections. And I feel like everything is so complex and we don't tell each other anymore everything, and it feels sometimes like there are secrets between each other. I do want to be patient when it comes about our connection, but I feel sometimes that every time I focus on my work, our relationship, our connection, and this bond that we have together, the rewards of all the effort that we put together in it has been delayed. I also am trying to grow a lot, and I did some progress, but I feel also that with patience I can plan a new beginning. I do want to manifest this new beginning with you. I want to act towards you because you make me feel so passionate and so inspired. And I'm trying to create an outcome where me and you can spend time together again and start to do new things again together. I do want to be with you together, trying to find a way to decide how to do that. But I do feel sometimes when I'm thinking about our connection, I feel like this breakup, this separation hurted me so much. I know that I broke your heart as well. And I do feel this loss of the separation, and sometimes I do feel sad. And I'm crying. I know that it ended abruptly, suddenly, and it brought a lot of chaos in each other's life, this ending. And it was something that happened so unexpected. And I know that it created a lot of damage and chaos. But everything happened for a reason, to be able to change the old things that were not good for both of us. And I do try to change myself as well, to change the way how I behave, how I think, and how I feel. And every time I think about our connection, I do want you so much to come home, or to be able to come home to you. When I meet with my friends or with my family in my community, I feel like something is missing. And I feel like with you, beside you, I feel more stable, and I feel like this is the place where I belong. And now I am dreaming about you. I'm thinking about you very much. I am waiting and I'm missing you so much. And I'm looking ahead to be able to connect with you again and make a plan, a future plan. I also feel sometimes that now I am really planning to study more, to learn more, and explore more. Because I have this energy where I am not afraid anymore to step forward and make plans. And before I felt that, and now I don't anymore. So I overcame this fear of mine to do plans, especially for the future. And I do see now that even with those small changes that I'm doing with me, this is a process that I have to go through, and I try to start to move on somehow and make a decision to be able to leave my comfort place and my zone and really take risks. And I do look forward to expand and to manifest you in my future and be able to share those happy moments together with you, because you make me feel so happy. And now I do see this truth. You are not just a lover, but you are also my best friend. And I want to be able to give you back the way how you offered me your effort and your energy. And I want to come towards you from an equal place where we can share each other and offer support to each other. I feel so much gratitude every time I'm thinking about all the things that we offer to each other. You were so generous towards me, and you did really offer me support. And now I do see clearly this. I want to be able to find this courage and master this courage. And I feel so determined and passionate every time I'm thinking about you. I do feel optimistic when it comes about the future. But right now, I choose to go in a place where I could self-reflect and really I awaken it. And I'm thinking about all of my behaviors. And I'm trying really to find guidance as well. To reflect at all of my life and all the changes that I have been through. I contemplate sometimes when I'm alone at our time together. I'm thinking about you very much. And I'm reflecting at myself as well. And at this connection that we have, this strong bond that we have. With you, I feel like you are my soulmate. You are my partner and my lover, my best friend. And I can't find that with anyone else, this strong bond. Because I feel like we had the same vision and we were looking towards the same direction. And I want to be able to manifest you and really come together into this union and be in a partnership. And I know that I have to make this choice soon. A choice that will help me to move forward, to be able to have success together with you. And I know how much willpower and control requires that from my part. And I do miss you. I miss the happy moments that we had together. I know that there were some family disputes. I know that there were some conflicts. And I know that at that point I was unstable. And I broke the traditions. And now I really, really feel lonely without you in my life. But I'm also thinking that perhaps there will be a moment when everything will be more speeded. The way how we talk, the way how we act towards each other. And I do make a lot of changes. And those happen so fast right now. And I do know that I have to take a quick decision as soon as possible so we could have some progress. And I feel excited when I'm thinking that we can be together again and we can share those precious moments again. I do know I am thinking about the moments when probably I sneak it outside to help my friends and probably I didn't told you. And I'm really, really sorry for that. I know that you disliked that. And I also know that this phase that we are going through, it's a necessary transition. I know that one of us had to leave the other behind, and there is this distance between each other. But I do try to accept the lessons that came within this connection, and I'm looking forward to follow my heart, and my heart tells me to follow you and come with a proposal towards you and talk with you and show you everything that I'm feeling inside for you. And I'm trying to be tactful as well and find a way to be diplomatic and try to find a middle path so nobody from us to get hurt. And now I'm trying to save my time, save my money, and really am thinking that this is the time when I have to give myself self-care and self-love. And I'm more cautious with the time and the energy that I'm spending with the other people as well. I also am aware that because of this loneliness, I reflected so much at our connection, and I do started to recognize some patterns at me. And this connection brought me this awakening that probably was so much needed. I want you also to know that I'm trying to be fair towards you. And I found peace right now after the trouble that we have been through. I do feel sometimes resentments and lingering feelings, and I do want so much to reconcile with you, and I regret enormously the fact that we don't talk to each other anymore. I feel a huge remorse, especially the way how I behaved, and I recognize what I did now. I'm also trying to be rational and think about with clear head and not really let the emotions control me and mess it up. I'm also searching a strategy where I could use my head over the heart, and I'm seeing now the truth. I also started to be more disciplined and organize myself way much better. And I'm working by myself right now, and I'm trying to find the right ingredients to manifest this connection back into my life and go through this life journey together with you and follow my heart as well. So I'm doing all by myself right now, and I do know also that I can find within myself all the strength, and I have the energy and the feelings to be able to manifest you. I feel so much passion towards you, and I do know that you have all of those high standards towards the people that you want around you. But I do want to commit towards you, and I want to offer you a connection, a relationship that has quality as well and skills. So therefore, I do know that I have to work hard for this to happen, and I am having patience. I want to be able to be responsible and reliable towards you and committed. Even if everything seems slow right now at this moment, I feel like we can make it, and we have all the tools that we needed to be able to manifest each other into our lives. And I do recognize you, and I feel you like you are my counterpart. You are my soulmate. Every time I'm thinking about you, I feel so overwhelmed by all of this care and nurturing feelings that you gave it to me. And I am dreaming, and I'm thinking with so much care and with so much emotion to be able to have a family and to build a strong foundation together. And I do want to be me, the one who has the privilege to offer you this stability and build this family together. I do want to communicate with you, and I'm thinking about a way how to do that. I am really curious what is happening in your life. And sometimes I stalk you on social media. But every time I am thinking about our connection, I have so much thoughts about our time together, and I can't really sleep and rest because of that. All the time I am thinking only at our moments together. How to make this happen, how to bring you again in my life, how to be together with you and bring you this proposal and connect again and become one. I feel so attracted towards you, and I do recognize this close bond that we have, this unique bond. And I feel quite very respectful towards you right now. And I do want to be able to manifest this opportunity in our life where we could have abundance and security and stability. Right now, I am feeling sad because of this loss, and I can't focus on anything else. I don't see anything else around me, and I keep thinking about the things that we share together, the feelings and the emotions that I'm having for you. And I feel discontent and apathic towards the other activities from my life. Everyone around me realize this mood of mine, the fact that I'm still thinking about you and I'm stuck in the past. And I do want to be able, I do see you as well, that you get along quite good. I'm thinking that you are moving already and you get quite good without me. And I seem like I can't move on from this. I feel so lonely right now, but I do try to make efforts to be able to be good enough for you. Right now, I am aware that I have to deal with this toxic trait that I am having, and I'm obsessing very much about each other. And I feel like I can't even move or make a step forward and leave this place and search for my own happiness. I feel stuck right now. I do know that I avoid you, and it's because of this fear of change, and I'm stuck in this limbo and I'm staying in this bad situation right now. I do have support around me, with my friends, with my family, but I also feel like you are missing from them, and this feels unfair towards me. And I do know that sometimes I avoided accountability, and perhaps I have been sometimes dishonest with you. But I want to be able to be that person who has control over their feelings and really offer you stability. And I do want you to know that I actually wanted to protect myself, and I wanted to protect you as well. But now I realize that I should have told you more about the way how I feel towards you. And I'm trying to find the strength to be able to communicate those things towards you and tell you the way how I feel. And I'm waiting for the divine time right now. I put my faith in the hands of the Spirit and on the universe to show me a way how to bring us together. And I feel like my time, our time together will come again. And that this is just a phase, this is just a cycle that we go through where I am changing a lot. I do work on myself to not appear to you all the time in this defensive mode. And I do want you to know that I'm thinking about all of those moments when probably I appear that I am too scared and I was too stubborn. I still feel like I'm trying to defend myself somehow, and I gave up because of the exhaustion. But sometimes I even obsessed about each other, and I'm questioning the motivation. I do have so many strong feelings towards you. And I do see that you are really a great partner. And now I understand how important it is to have balance and control and find a middle path between head and heart. And I do want to be able to be devoted to you, be able to be me, the person who gives you advices as well, and advise each other. You have been so good to me. And now I feel like I am in a healing phase where I'm recovering and I'm trying to learn to cope and face all of my fears. I did search help. I do feel ashamed and guilty for all the things that I told you and I did. And I feel like I still have to struggle with these mental issues that I'm dealing with. But I know that also that I will make it because I did ask help for it. And I'm looking forward to bring this balance within my life and in your life and be able to take care of myself, offer myself some self-love, and as well be temperate and know exactly what choices are healthy for me and what choices are not. And I want to be able to come closer to you and manifest you from a place where I am really more in harmony with myself. But right now I feel like I struggle, that I have too many duties and too many responsibilities, and I took too many burdens over my shoulders, perhaps some burdens that don't belong to me. And now I'm trying to cleanse myself from that and see everything right now very clearly. And I want you to know that I want to be able to communicate with you and tell you all the truth. I do have a clear mind right now, and I am honest with you. Sometimes I want to come towards you so fast, and I feel so impulsive. But then I realize that I have to defend my beliefs and my values as well. And I'm so impatient sometimes. But I do focus and think about you a lot. I'm thinking about the moments that we had together. And when we helped each other very much. I do recognize you now, that you are the partner, the right partner for me. And I want to be able to be able to manifest this connection and be a success. But I still have to deal with some pride feelings. I'm also thinking about the moments when we fought and I searched a way to win the conversation with all costs, and I didn't pay attention at the way how you felt, and nothing came good out of it. Now I see clearly that. I recognize this pattern as well. I know that there has been a conflict between each other and tensions. And now I feel like I have so many obstacles to arrive at you. But I do hope and I pray that we will be able to heal from this and renew this connection. And this cycle ended, and we both transform. I'm trying to let go and release the old patterns. And I am thinking on a new strategy of how to manifest you. Alright, so that was my reading for pile number 2. I do hope that you like it, and as well, you may press like if you enjoyed this reading. I do feel that if you want to leave a comment in the comment section under the description, I invite you to do that so. And as well, you might press subscribe to get notification for my future readings. So if you enjoyed this reading, hopefully I hear from you. That was all for pile number 2. Take care of you. Okay, pile number 3. You choose this beautiful pink quartz. And it looks like this. And you choose as well the secrets. So for you, perhaps you were searching for those messages. You were waiting for these messages to arrive at you. And to you, perhaps they looked like secrets. And you are looking the right key to unlock those messages for you, and probably this reading was expected. So I will do a different reading for this one, where it won't be just a tarot reading, but it will be also channeled message from your person. So I will try with the help with my spirit guides and the help of the spirit guides of that person to channel the right messages for you. So I won't be doing only tarot, I am doing channeling as well. So if I take breaks during the reading, I am doing that because I try to focus on the energy and as well feel the energy of the other person. And perhaps they will tell you things that probably they didn't told you and you need to hear it. So I will be talking exactly like that person will talk to you. All right? Okay, let's see. I know that you felt that I defended myself and that I was very direct when I talked to you last time. I know that I have been impatient with you and impulsive, and everything happened so fast. I do want to act, and I feel a lot of passion towards you. And I recognize now this connection. I recognize your role in my life. And now I'm trying to be brave, be able to face all of those feelings and try to find the courage. I recognize that we have been through some sort of cycles and many things repeated, but I'm looking towards a chance, an event where I could meet you again and talk with you. I do feel that when I was talking with you, I wanted to win that argument at all costs. And I was so ambitious. And because of those arguments that we had and those disputes, I feel intimidated sometimes. So that's why I am coming from a hostile place right now, because I feel so stressed about what happened. I also feel that I can't sleep and I have nightmares and I feel so anxious. I am depressed and I feel hopeless as well when I'm thinking about the fact that I might have lost you. And I feel sometimes desperate and isolated in my own world. I feel like I've lost you and everything ended. I also am aware that I have to go through this transition and that it was probably necessary for this to happen. That I left you behind. And sometimes I'm thinking that you moved on already. And I'm thinking about this distance between each other. And I'm trying to accept the lessons. I retreated myself. And I try to find the strength, the mental strength to rest and renew my forces. I am alone right now and I'm trying to recover from this. And sometimes I'm contemplating the moments that we had together when I do try to relax and I'm thinking about you. Even thought I give you the feeling that I try to protect myself. I try to find that peace within myself where I can rejuvenate and recap myself, renew myself in my own sanctuary, in my own world. I have been so naive and distracted as well, and so foolish. I've been so foolish towards you. And I know that I appear to you that like I don't care, that I am careless. But the truth is that I discovered right now that I do have to move forward and take a decision and leave this comfort zone where I am right now and assume risks and plan a way to be able, with hard work and patience, to be more responsible and reliable towards you. And I know that I feel sometimes that everything is so slow. And I'm trying to focus on the things that I'm doing daily, my daily routines. But I do want you to know that I do want a new beginning. I'm looking at it with new eyes and I want to be able to assume risks and come towards you and take a leap of faith. Sometimes I'm daydreaming about you. I'm dreaming very often and I'm searching for a purpose. I fantasize about you and I'm catching this illusion world where I'm wishful thinking about the choices that I have to make. And I do realize all of my feelings and emotions flows towards you and I feel like I emotionally awaken it. And I feel all of those things for you, how they overflow. And I want to come towards you with a new proposal and feelings. I do know that there was a discussion about commitment here, about traditions. And sometimes I meet with my friends and I'm talking about, and now I realize I have the knowledge now after I searched for advices from the other people around me. I do try to recover from this loss. So I took a break right now. I know that we've been saying no to each other and I feel like I failed you and I break down. I feel so much loss and I regret truly what happened. I'm sorry that I made you feel abandoned or unloved, or in some way I disappointed you. I feel like I disappointed you and I regret so much for this. I do feel sad about it and I mourn our connection. But I as well feel sometimes let down I am grieving, and I miss the connection that we had. I miss our hugs. I am nostalgic about our connection, and I think about the friendship that we had as well. I am trying to heal right now. But sometimes I'm thinking about all of those things that we offer to each other, the gifts, the memories, the familiarity, and I am so nostalgic about it, especially in those moments. And I felt so much pleasure every time I'm thinking about you, how much pleasure we shared to each other, and so many feelings, and I felt comfortable with you to be myself. I did some positive changes, and I'm trying to recover right now from this loss. And I'm asking you actually to forgive me. I know that I made you feel unwelcome, but I'm trying to change that. I do want you to open your heart and your arms to welcome me. I'm trying to recover as well, and I do want for this connection to return. But right now I feel quite chaotic and impulsive. I know that you are angry, and I know that I have been dominant in our discussions, and I acted like I want to control you. And it was because I couldn't control myself. I couldn't control my ambitions and my passion, my drive that I felt towards you. But now I connected with my own intuition, and I realize everything that comes at surface from my subconsciousness. And I do see you. Sometimes I'm thinking that you moved on already, and that you might be dealing with the things pretty good by yourself, and that you do not really need me. Sometimes I feel like you don't need me. I feel like I'm paying some sort of karma right now by losing you. And I do acknowledge all the effects and the causes. I do see clearly now the truth, and I'm paying the consequences of my actions. I'm trying to adapt to the changes and balance my decisions and focus on my priorities, and I do have so many priorities, and I do try to be more flexible and stretch all my resources. Sometimes I'm thinking that you deserve a person who is able to control themselves and offer you stability and protection. And I am aware that many times in our connections, I appear to you like I don't feel quite comfortable to talk about my feelings with you, and I avoided to open myself up and really be able to be vulnerable towards you. I know that I acted like I am in a power position even towards you, and now I feel so unhappy. It's like once you are gone, my joy has been gone as well. And I'm dealing with this toxic habit right now, with this addiction. Sometimes I'm obsessed about the things that I've done, the things that we say to each other. And I feel sometimes that you brought me so much comfort. And you have been so generous towards me and caring. You really did offer me nurturing. You were such a good person towards me. And I'm trying to find a way to communicate with you to find a way to be able to connect with you again. And I'm thinking very clearly how to break through this situation and find the strength and the force within myself to tell you all this truth. And find as well the courage to be able to work harder towards this connection and be more practical and really make you feel comfortable as well, the way how you made me feel. I do care so much for you. Even if I say that even if I showed you probably, or I said that I don't care, I do care for you. I'm trying to find a direction and move forward and find a way to come closer towards you. I am thinking very often about this. So I'm trying to make a lot of changes in my life right now. And I know we have been through some cycles as well. But I do look forward to find this strength within me to do those changes. And I'm trying to find the courage and be brave enough and work on my self-confidence to find that courage to be able to come to you with compassion, the way how you have been with me. I do recognize you as well, that I desire you very much and I want to manifest you. I recognize this desire within myself. But this phase that we are going through right now, it feels more like I had to sacrifice myself. And I have no direction right now of how to be able to do that. I do want to communicate with you. I'm trying to find a way to talk with you. I desire you very much. And I have so many dreams about you. And I'm looking to plan, to find an opportunity, to prove you and to tell you that I could be loyal and faithful as well towards you. I know that you desire to be secure, and I am afraid of change. Maybe sometimes I acted possessive towards you and insecure. Perhaps we didn't have really good boundaries. And sometimes I was looking at all from a materialistic point of view. And now I am thinking so much about this. I'm so conflicted in my head and I don't know how to take a decision. This is a difficult choice for me and I feel so stuck in the middle. I feel like you've been kept secrets towards me. And I know that I made you feel the same way. This is really very hard for me mentally. Right now, I am quite very apathic. And I feel like my life is not fulfilled and I contemplate on our connection. I feel like this disconnection between each other brings me so much melancholy and I feel quite discontent about it and sad. I do want you to know that I do have patience. And I work hard, and I do know that this connection, it's delayed. This unity between each other is delayed. But I'm waiting for the results quite patiently, and I'm focusing on myself to grow and to plan, to see what type of progress I'm doing with myself. And I also look towards you to see if you progress with your life, if you grow as well. I do know that I left, and I feel like there is these restrictions between each other, and we don't talk to each other the way how we used to. I do know that I walked away and I left behind everything, and that we had to change, and I know that I made you feel abandoned. I'm trying to let go of that, and I searched for the truth all this time. I'm looking towards to be together with you and to offer more quality within this connection. I try to make a team with you as well and build something and collaborate together. And now I see that we do share the same efforts and the same goals. I'm looking at it to communicate with you as well. And I'm seeing all the truth right now about myself and about this connection. I do understand and see clearly now what you meant to say at that time. I am trying to really offer comfort and be more generous. I do care about you. I'm trying to find the middle path between my head and my heart. And I'm seeing very clearly right now that you have been honest. But I'm looking towards it in a more objective and logical way, because I know how important it is to have a clear mind when you take such an important decision. And sometimes I'm fantasizing and I'm thinking about the moments that we had together when we took care of each other. I'm thinking at our intimate moments as well. And I do want that this wish will come true and be in a better state emotionally and have a better health and be stable and feel satisfied. I do want and I recognize this pleasure that I feel towards you and all of those moments that we share together. And sometimes I have the feeling that it's important for me to follow the heart. And I do want you to do the same, to follow your heart. I do want very much to find a way to be diplomatic and mediate this situation. I am also an idealist, you know that. And I do recognize how nurturing you were towards me and this healing process that I am going through. I do searched and I found support to be able to deal with all of those feelings that I'm having towards you. And I'm connecting with my intuition. And now I recognize this healing that it takes place. And I want you to find the same way like I did, the support that you needed. I do recognize all of those things. The differences between each other, the fact that you wanted more from my part, commitment, and I'm looking towards a new beginning with you. I desire you so much, and I have so much passion towards you. I do want a new beginning with you. And I want to be able, both of us, to move forward from what happened. And I'm trying to find a way to come closer towards you as well. I'm also afraid to lose you. Sometimes when I get caught in my own thoughts, I'm thinking that I have already lost you and that the damage has been done already and that there are too many secrets between each other and we don't know each other anymore, so much about each other. I also sometimes want to be able to think more clearly about all of those restrictions that are between each other. I had to self-impose those restrictions as well with me, and now I feel isolated and entrapped, like in a prison. Sometimes I victimize myself because of this feeling of powerlessness and helplessness. I do feel restricted, and I want to be able to find the right key to your heart. And I see all of those things right now very clear, and I'm honest towards you. I know also that I've hurt you very much. The way how we talked to each other, and this ending was so painful for both of us. And I honestly want you to know that I touched the rock bottom and I collapsed. I also somehow felt betrayed because betrayed by myself, because I couldn't really raise up at the expectation that I had about me and from you. And I felt in the end so bitter, like I hit at a dead end, and I felt so exhausted and victimized by the whole situation because I couldn't really unlock my mind. And I do know that you are the one who holds the key to my heart. And I'm trying to find a way of how to unlock and really enter again in your life from a more fair position. I do desire you. I do desire you. And sometimes I try to find this courage. I'm thinking about this courage that I need to find within myself to express all of this passion that I have towards you and act towards you also. I just need to find the right way to unlock all of this. And I also recognize towards you that I was defensive and I tried to maintain control. I want you to know that I did that and I defended myself because I wanted to protect myself as well and protect you from anything that could harm us. When I meet with my family, I'm thinking about all the things that we need to be stable. And I'm looking at all of those traditions and all of those family and friends around me who stabilize themselves. And I feel like I want to have something like that with you as well. I want to be able to build a family with you. And I want to be able to bring all of my skills and offer quality within this connection and share the efforts together from an equal position and really build something strong. But sometimes you scared me. Sometimes I feel like running away because you intimidate me so much. And I am healing right now. I do have so strong feelings towards you. I love you. And sometimes I find you so strong and so intimidating and beautiful. Your fire scares me, your passion as well. But I never felt this way before with anyone else. Sometimes I do stalk you, but you perhaps don't know those things. And I'm curious to see where you go, what you do. I'm thinking a lot about you. And I know that you felt like I betrayed you, or I have been dishonest with you, or kept some sort of secrets and I ran away. But now I'm looking for a strategy to be able to talk again with you so you could forgive me. I do know that I am obsessed about some certain things, and I do have these addictions that I have to deal with. And some things that I'm doing are really extreme, but I am heartbroken right now, and I'm trying to cope with it, even if I choose some toxic habits, because of this loss that I'm feeling. I know that I broke your heart, and I know that we both suffer. This separation brought me so much sadness, and I feel like I've lost you, and I am depressed. Sometimes I feel like there are other people who want to be with you as well, and that there is a too big competition, or at least I am thinking and I am obsessing about this thing. And then sometimes I'm asking myself if I am the one for you, because I remember also all the tensions that we had, and we had so many challenges and so many obstacles. And I feel right now that I'm quite challenged and that I do have an obstacle to come towards you, because I don't know where you are in your life, what you are doing, if you are sharing your love to other people as well that you care about. Because I do recognize those qualities within you, that you are very nurturing. And I do feel now a little bit more calm, and I'm trying to heal myself. And I'm even asking for support from other people to help me overcome all of those addictions that I'm having and all of those thoughts that don't let me sleep in peace and gives me anxiety. And I'm looking ahead to grow and to manifest you somehow in my life. I do also feel so much passion towards you, and I do know that you have high standards when it comes about with whom you spend your life, with who will enter in your heart. But I want to be able to find all of those skills within myself and offer you the quality that you deserve to, and be able to commit towards you. All right, so those were my messages for pile number 3. If you liked this reading, please press like or subscribe so you can get future readings, notification with my future readings. And as well, you may leave a comment in the comment section. I am really, really curious. And I do hope that those messages arrived at you exactly when you need it. So take care of you, pile number 3, and see you next time.